Happy lunch hour, gang. Okay, yes, if you noticed, there was no morning video this morning. I'm fine. Mrs. P's fine. The dogs are fine. We're all good. We had a Christmas party to go to last night, and we didn't get home until early this morning. So I was in bed. I slept. And it's kind of one of those things. It's, okay, as chaotic as the world is, you still go about normal life and do normal things. We cannot spend our life in fear of what's going to happen. You still go on and see friends and go to a Christmas party and do all this. That's what we did. So yes, everything's fine. We're all good. While we were at that party last night, apparently the government, after midnight, passed a continuing resolution to continue funding the government for at least 90 days. Okay. Good. It was basically the same bill that got voted down the second time around. The only difference is it didn't include the suspension of the debt ceiling or, adding to the debt limit that we're allowed to take that Trump wanted. Personally, I think good. Okay. Let's not add to the debt ceiling. Now you have 90 days to figure out all this spending we want to do, how to cut from other areas. It kind of shocked me the other day, and I told you guys this, if there's stuff that I disagree with Trump on, I'm going to call him out. Okay. I don't want to see the debt ceiling raised. I want to see the spending cut. And that's what they've got to figure out. We talk about bringing in Department of Government Efficiency, Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy, and they're going to cut all this waste. Good, okay? If we cut all this waste, then we should have the money to pay for the necessities that the government needs to pay for without incurring more debt. I really don't see how this is such a big deal. They're complaining that, this is going to give the Democrats leverage in March. Hey, Congress, just to let you know, March is in 3 months. It comes after February and before April every year. So don't give us this crap in March. Oh my God, we've got to come up with another continuing resolution because we didn't know March was coming. Okay, it's on the calendar. Take a look at one of them. All right, start working on this now. But good. So the military keeps getting paid. We got the farm bill through, though 90%. I mean, to give you this, where they talk about the farm bill and helping farmers, I just want everybody to understand this. 90% of what the farm bill is food stamps. Okay. What the hell's it called? I can't even think of what the name of that program's called. SNAP. And, all right, so that continues to get funded. Good. There's a good portion of people that are on food stamps that need to be on food stamps, and I've got no problem with it. I'm hoping that DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency, looks into food stamps and all the fraud that's in there. I mean, I saw something the other day about how many billions of gallons of soda is purchased on food stamps. I'm sorry. That's not what it was intended for. It was intended for food, okay? A lot of us can remember those days of government cheese, right? But it passed. That's good. We continued to operate. But Congress really needs to figure out, both sides, how to rein in all this wastefulness that we're doing. No, Congress, you don't deserve a pay raise. No, we don't need a DEI zoo. No, we don't need to fund, flattering clothing for transgenders, okay? This is not what the government's meant to do. I mean, the thing that really made me sick to see yesterday was while we're fighting for a budget here for us to pay for the U.S. public to keep our country going, Biden announced another $1.2 billion that's going to Ukraine. It amazes me how we can't figure out how to pay our own bills, yet we can pay everybody else's. And then we came up with, I don't remember how many millions it was, that we're going to donate to Ecuadorian Amazon funding of the rainforest or something like this. I'm going, okay, we're giving all this money to Ukraine. We're giving all this money to Ecuador. What about Western North Carolina? What about East Tennessee? What about Florida? What about Maui? What about Michigan? What about Mississippi? What about Kentucky? All these places that have had disasters that need to be fixed, and miraculously we can't fund them. I mean, God knows, don't give it to Pete Buttigieg. You know, what do you get, $10 billion or whatever it is to make 8 charging stations? And he's supposedly a potential candidate for the 2028 Democrat Party for president. Yeah, right. Okay. Please do that. J.D. Vance can start measuring for curtains already in the White House. But this is how government operates. And this is how we operate. They do stupid stuff over and over and over and over and over again. I mean, waste money. No, we didn't get a raise in the debt ceiling. My personal opinion, good. I don't want it raised. I want this stuff funded. I want them to work with the money they have and stop wasting money where it doesn't belong and start spending it where it's truly needed, where it helps the American people, where it does something that benefits us all, okay? I don't give a... Nobody buys me clothing that doesn't hide my junk. I don't need the government to be funding some mental patient who needs to hide his because he wants to look like a girl. I don't care. My tax dollars don't need to pay for that. Period. Okay. But while all this was going down, okay, I did what most people should do, what every person should do: live their life. No matter what they do, we can't do anything about it. If Congress would have come out yesterday and said that they're changing the American flag to a white background with a pink elephant on it, okay, we can't do anything about it. Live your life. Enjoy the holidays. Plan accordingly. Prep for them to be stupid, because that's a given, all right? Everything else we prep for is ifs, right? If there's an EMP, if there's a hurricane, if we get attacked to go to war. Those are all ifs, and we prep for it. The certainty, Congress is a bunch of idiots, we don't do anything for. Plan, prep, live your life just ready for the fact that 535 morons in Washington are going to do whatever the stupidest thing is possible. And as long as you do that, you can live your life relatively comfortably, right? Pinball out.